Okay, so happy Saturday. This is Starsector, of course, with the Nexerlin and Star Wars mods. New update for the game. It doesn't even tell us where it is there, but that's okay. Where's the version number? Oh, version number is up in the upper right-hand corner. We're on 0.95.1a, release candidate 3. That's what this is. So, what does it mean? Well, they added hyperlanes. We haven't seen those, of course, yet because we just started. But what they really did is they played around with the skill tree. Before this recent update, is the skill tree was you had to basically it was like these 4 rows were divided into 4 columns. And each column had 2 squares to it, or 2 skills associated to it. You couldn't take both at once. You'd have to take one, and then you move on to the next column, take another one, etc., etc., etc. Then when you get to the end of it, then you can go back through and take the second row, right? But you could go down through, these. You could take a point here, take a point there, there, and then, move on this way. As you can see, this is a little different now. The first row, you can take any one of these now at first level if you want to open it up. And you have to take at least 4 of them before you can open up these 2. Green line, kind of similar. Any of these 6 to get to those, and then those, you have to get these, you have to take one of those first. Or do you? No, I guess you could take 3 of these and go up here. Well, we'll see how that works maybe. And of course the blue line, you got to take at least one of these before you can move down this way. So that's 1, that's 2, 2, 2, 4. Okay, so that's a little different. And then we have the industrial stuff, similar. 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, and 4. Okay, so there's that. Ooh, yeah, it's an interesting change. It even gets more interesting because they took a lot of the colony-related stuff out. As far as I can tell, there's only industrial planning now that gives you a bonus to your industry production. But there's nothing to increase the number of administrators you have that I found, unless it's somewhere in leadership, maybe. Maximum level of officers under your command, maximum number of lead skills for officers, command points, maximum operatives, maximum number of officers you're able to command. Hull mod stuff. Non-elite helmsman. So they've added some new stuff. So you got that kind of stuff. So they took a lot of some of the colony stuff out. And I noticed that I hadn't really looked at the skills in detail, but I started looking at my colonies, and I've got all these AIs. Right? The AIs used to have 3 skills related to colony management. These guys have nothing anymore. These guys have nothing. These were all the different administrators of Ohio. They have no skills. Gimpy has no skills either because he hasn't trained in any yet. But the AIs, they used to have 3 skills related to managing a colony. Now they're down to 2. The industrial planning one, which means there's no other skills related to colony management, as far as I can tell. And then we've got this hypercognition, which is new. It increases accessibility, fleet size, effectiveness of ground out defense, and stability. So I think that's similar to one of the skills that used to be there, but it's a little different. I don't think this was a skill that we saw for that. It should be here. So hypercognition, is it here? It is not. So we have cybernetic augmentation. +2 to maximum number of elite skills for officers under your command. Neural link, this is new. Ships with neural interfaces, hull mod. Enables rapid switching between 2 ships. If the combined deployment cost is 50 points or below, the neural transfer is instant. Otherwise, it takes a few seconds, based on how much the threshold is exceeded. Both linked ships benefit from your personal combat skills at all times, though certain effects that modify ship stats at the start of combat, such as increasing ammo capacity, only apply to the flagship. So hull mods, we have neural interface. Allows rapid switching between ships. Neural integrator. Specialized neural link interface for automated ships. We don't have any automated ships, I don't think. So we'll have to take a look and see what's available there. But we won't be able to see that until we get up here anyway. So now, there's this. So again, you can take it. These are look pretty much to be the same. These are typical stuff, I believe. Target analysis. These are all applied to your specific ship that you're piloting. Ballistic range firing. Range of small and medium weapons and ballistic slots. Huh. Systems expertise. So this is shard related stuff. And missile specialization got moved way back here. More capacity, more hit points for the missiles. Get the mods related to missiles. In the elite version, 50% rate of fire for missile weapons, 10% damage dealt by missile weapons. So maybe that's why they put it way back there. So something we'll look at. And then the tactical stuff. Weapon damage to combat ships, that looks pretty normal. Coordinated maneuvers. This is basically the same thing, it's just in a different spot. Wolfpack, same deal. Crew training. All combat ships, including carriers and multiple. Maximum combat readiness for combat ships, that's the same, I believe. Carrier group. Faster fighter replacement. That's basically the same thing, I think just different numbers. Effect increases by 1.5 times for ships with officers, including flagship. That's new. Hull mod, converted fighter bay, converted hangar, expanded deck crew. Fighter uplink. Crew loss reduction for fighters, basically the same thing, just different numbers. Top speed, same deal. Target leading accuracy. That might be new. Maximum at 8 or less fighter. Maximum at 8 or less fighter bays per in fleet. Your fleet has 45 fighter bays. Effect increases by 1 for ships with officers. So target leading accuracy, maximum 50%. Maximum at 8 or less fighter bays in fleet. So we're maxed out there, which is good. We can get recovery shuttles. Officer training. Maximum levels of officers, same thing, just a little bit more stuff. +1 to maximum number of elite skills for officers under your command. Not sure what that means exactly. Command points, maximum operatives. So they're giving us more operatives, it looks like. I don't know if that was in there before or not. Maximum number of officers able to command. Command points, same deal. Able to build 1 more permanent hull mod into ships. Deployment points, bonus from objectives, or at least blah blah blah. Okay, so the permanent hull mod, that's not new, just in a different spot it looks like. Support doctrine, all ships without officers. Gain non-elite helmsmanship, damage control, and combat endurance. Deployment point cost reduced by 20% or blah blah blah, whichever is less. So all ships without officers, but for the fleet. 9% faster command point recovery, unless command has transferred to a ship originally without an officer. I'm not sure what that's supposed to do. So all ships without officers, all our ships have officers, because that's what I'd like to do. Okay, navigation. So train mount movement, maximum burn level, same thing, might be in a different spot. Sensors, detected range, +3 to burn level, which is considered to be moving slowly. Scan, same thing I believe, but different spot. Gunnery implants, so this is same. That's the same. Electronic warfare. Every deployed combat ship grants, yes, that's pretty much the same. Flux regulation. Is that the same? Combat include blah. I think that's maybe tweaked a little bit, but it looks familiar, but it doesn't quite look that familiar. Phase coil stuff. This is pretty much the same, I believe. I'm not really a phase person. Yes, there's been an update, and welcome to the stream. Steel. Yes, there's an update. Technically, there's an update last week on December 3rd, and there's another one yesterday, which I think made all these changes. And cybernetic augmentation. This is for the fleet. +2 to maximum number of elite skills for officers under your command. Sure, that's supposed to actually help with it. So there's the Neuralink. So you can ships with the neural interface hull mod. So rapid switching between ships. Both link ships benefit from your personal combat skills at all times. Blah blah. That might come in handy. And then automated chips. All automated chips. Enables the recovery of some automated chips, such as derelict drones. Automated chips can only be captained by AI cores. So you got that. Combat readiness. Okay, last line. Bulk transport. So this is no real difference. I believe it's the same. Salvaging. I think this is pretty much the same. Looks about right. Field repairs. Should prepare report. I think that's pretty close. I think. Ordnance expertise for a piloted ship. Flux dissipation per ordnance point spent on weapons. Okay. Polarized armor. Maximum damage reduced by armor increased from 85% to 90%. Up to 100% armor for damage reduction calculation only. Blah, blah, blah. I think that might be a little new. Containment procedures. Crew lost blah 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 reduced. Reduces fuel consumption by 50%. Yeah, that's pretty much the same. Makeshift equipment for the fleet. Reduces monthly supply consumption for ship maintenance. I think that's pretty much the same too. Industrial planning. All industries supply one more unit of all commodities they produce. This has changed. Is it changed? I know they removed some of the colony management stuff. I'm not sure exactly what that was before, but it sounds about right. Hull restoration. All of your ships are almost always recoverable if lost in combat. I believe that's new. Ships lost in combat have a 75% chance, blah blah, chance to remove 1 DMod per month. Okay, so this has been moved back a little bit because it used to be in the third column. It got moved back here to the 4th because that's a really good skill. So, derelict operations.
Everyone. Okay. My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also follow Gimpy over on Twitter at GimpyKnee. He tweets out there when he goes live and will more than likely follow you back. Thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you for watching. Happy Saturday. So, they were kind enough to refund all our points, of course. So, first things first is you want to get that, the whole restoration. So, cargo capacity. More resources, but not rare items, such as blueprints recovered from abandoned stations and other derelicts. Post-battle salvage. Crew lost, let's take that one. Field repairs. Repair rate outside of combat. That. Flux dissipation per ordnance point spent on weapons. Polarized armor. Gonna want both of those, actually. This is for the fleet, too. That one. See, we're going to want the whole line, more than likely. Get the fleet stuff. And hull restoration. So to take the last point, the cost goes up for that one. So it works. Okay. Train movement penalties reduced, but more maximum burn level. Do that one. Target leading accuracy for auto firing weapons. Ballistic and weapon energy range, yes. I want to see the cybernetic stuff. Ship loadouts. More flux capacitors and vents. Possible. That's maximum. All combat ships. Flux dissipation for combat ships. Okay, do that one. Peak operating time. Oh, that's phase ships. Don't care about that. Cybernetic augmentation. Maximum number of elite skills for officers under your command. Tempting. Deal more damage up close for energy weapons. Electronic warfare. So ECM. Every deployed combat ship grants plus 1% to ECM rating of fleet. Total ECM rating of the deployed ships of both fleets compared, and the losing side's weapon range is reduced by the difference up to a maximum of 10%. Doesn't apply to fighters. Affects all weapons, including missiles. So this is reduces our detected at range, increases our sensor range though. Let's do that. Okay, just a second, Miss Skimpy needs to talk to me. Be right back. She was looking for fashion advice from me. She's got to go out, do shopping and stuff. And she goes, it's 68 degrees, that's Fahrenheit out there. And she goes, I see people wearing short sleeves, but I'm still kind of cold, so should I wear a sweater or something? I just looked at her. I go, wear what makes you comfortable. 68 degrees is not cold, by the way. Anyway. Neural link. That one. Okay, this stuff up here. How many points do I have left? 20. Got a lot. They'll go quick. Okay, maximum damage. +2 weapon damage for our combined combat ships. Just 2%. Maximum 5. Maximum 240 or less. Total combat ship deployment point cost. Your fleet total is 600. And affects ground operations. So 50% effectiveness of ground operations such as raids. Minus 25% marine casualties suffered during ground operations such as raids. Sure. Frigate and destroyer. Oh, this is it's coordinated maneuvers. Destroyers with officers. Plus 6% of nav rating of fleet for deployed frigates. 3% for destroyers. 1% for larger hulls. 50% to command point recovery rate from deployed frigates. Maybe. Okay, this is Wolfpack. So, more damage to ships. Those guys. Crew training. Maximum combat readiness for combat ships. Sure. Officer training. So maximum level of officers. Yes. Maximum +2 to maximum number of officers. That's not a big deal. We've already manipulated that in our favor. Able to build one more permanent hull modded ships. Yes. All ships without officers. Won't worry about that. Okay, helmsmanship. Yes. Combat endurance. Sure. Impact mitigation, so armor. Damage control. Hull damage taken reduced. Crew loss as well. Field modulation, so better shields. Point defense. So this applies to fighters and ships, or a ship that he's in, so yes. Target analysis, so damage to other ships. Ballistic mastery. Not really using ballistics in Our ships and systems expertise. Not really using charges and missiles. We are. The ship I'm currently in doesn't do missiles. So hold off on that one. Okay, we've got 8 points left to spend. Question is what? That one. So, cargo capacity, fuel capacity, personnel capacity. Increases the burn level of all non-militarized civilian ships by 2. Ordnance expertise. Flex dissipation per ordnance point, yes. Maximum damage reduction by armor increased by 85 to 90%. MP damage taken reduced by up to 50% based on current hard flux level. Shield shunt. Removes shields, increases armor. So armor tanking? I don't know if you want to do that. So it reduces monthly supply consumption for ship maintenance. Yes. Derelict operations. Deployment point cost of ships reduced by 60% per DMOD. Oh, this is if you're running around with a lot of damaged ships, you can deploy them for reduced cost. We don't do that typically. But armor. 4 points left. So that one's not a huge deal. Don't really need that one. That's up close. Electronic warfare. Phase coil. All combat phase ships. We don't have phase ships. Maximum number. Let's try that one out. Automated ships. Enables the recovery of some automated ships, such as derelict drones. Somehow I think this augmentation thing, or what is it? Neuralink. Ship with the Neuralink interface hull mod. You don't need automated ships. No, we don't. Although technically most of our ships are kind of automated because droids are running the ships. But I don't think that applies here. Neural integrator. Specialized neural interface for automated ships. Allows rapid switching between ships. I actually don't really need this. Because if we don't have automated ships, it's not a big deal. Like the cybernetic stuff though. Phase coil, no. Flux regulation, yes. Fine. Electronic warfare, not a big deal. This is piloted ship. All ships with fighter bays. Carrier group. So, yes. Faster fighter replacement.
Saturday and Sunday, December 18th and 19th are the monthly giveaways for December.
Oh god, it's already
a $25 Steam gift card will be given away each day. You have to be a follower of the channel and present to win. Check with Gimpy if you have any questions about the giveaway. Thanks for watching.
Yep, thank you for watching. That's my reminder. That's next week. Let me see. So soon? It seems like it is, but I don't think it really is. That it doesn't. It's 3 weeks in. It's 3 weeks in. So how could it be? Because time flies when you get older. Time flies faster the older you get, Bookros. So how old are you? How old do you feel now? Fighter uplink and crew lost. Fighter losses, yes. Want that. 2 points left. Officer management. Maximum number of officers. Command points. Maximum operatives. Support doctrine. All ships without officers. That's only our civilians. So I'll do that for the operatives thing. You still have 1 point left. You feel at least 22 times older than you are? You're still pretty young. Okay, we're going to do the cargo capacity stuff. Okay, so, like I said, this new version, they definitely reworked this, moved some stuff around, little changes, little additions, that kind of thing, some removals. Not as many colony-related stuff. So we got that. So how does it affect our ships? It doesn't really. Let's see. Advanced targeting computer. Is that it? Oh, point. Oh, that's point defense stuff. The neuro. Oh, we didn't get the neuro thing. The neuro links. So that's not going to show up here. So for the most part, this is going to be unchanged. Because we still have some Star Wars stuff in there, but the new stuff is probably going to be unchanged. Because I didn't really add too much here. For all this. Hardened shields doesn't apply to these guys. So, nothing really new. Did they change anything in the captains? Well, that's next. Got to look at the ships first, then we look at the captains. So there's our battle droid crews. So there wasn't an update for the Star Wars mod this week. So we'll see how stuff. I don't think things are really going to change because the game is working with the updates and the mods are working together so far. Yes, we have a tech tour. You missed it last week, didn't you? That's the tech tour. That's the Allegiance. The Allegiance is better, you know. The Allegiance is better. High resolution sensors. Yeah, Gimpy's in the tech tour. You are in the Allegiance. Because the Allegiance is better. Oh no, I like the tech tour. It's a good older ship. Gets the job done. Anyway. Captains and stuff. So, rules. Make skills elite. So this costs a story point to do this. So it increases gunnery implants. Plus 4% to ECM rating of fleet when piloting the frigate. Plus 2% when firing for larger holes. Well, that's not very good. Helmsmanship elite. Plus 5 SU per second at top speed. 0 flux speed boost is activated anytime flux level as long as the ship is not generating flux or is venting overloaded. Damage control. At most, once every 2 seconds, single hit hull damage above 500 points has a portion above 500 reduced by 60%. Target analysis. Plus 100% damage to weapons and engines. Impact mitigation elite. Maneuverability for capital ships and cruisers. Plus 25% for destroyers and frigates. Field modulation. 15% hard flux dissipation while shields are active. Minus 50% phase clip thing. Target analysis. Make this elite. Oh, look. It used to be you could only have one elite skill per captain. Now you can have multiples because of the skills we took. But they can eat up story points. That's not bad. Hobo. He's got target analysis too. Helmsmanship. Damage control. Point defense. Extends the range of point defense weapons by 200. Target analysis. So, you, hobo. Oh, they're scout. Scout into the mobilizer. There's Tully. Oh, he doesn't have the other one. Make the shields more durable. point defense. This is a range of point defense, but this is hard flex inspection while shields are active. See that one. The maximum numbers of officers exceeded. Oops. Wow. So they're actually keeping me to that thing, but they're still in their ships, so we have to probably make an adjustment to a file somewhere to get that resolved. Scout. For some reason, Scout got put way down here. Oh, sure. Did I make that already? I don't remember doing that. I don't remember giving her an elite skill. Which means she should probably be in a better ship. We'll put her in this one. Scout. Where are you, Scout? Also in ship. Impact mitigation, damage control, field, target analysis. Yeah, that'll work.
Come on,
okay.
You pansy. Get back in there and fight.
Any carrier stuff? What do you mean by carrier stuff? There's the skills for the carrier stuff. Like it should be. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, there aren't. There used to be like a strike skill that's not here anymore. Pac-Man, target analysis, ordnance expertise, polarized armor. There was one though. Damage to fighters and missiles, that's point defense, field modulation. I think it's a leadership thing now. Carrier group. Yeah, see, they... Because there used to be a skill that affected fighters specifically. So, why did they take that out? That was kind of cool to have that, to make your captains actually be different. Now they're just all going to be taking the same stuff. Because there's really, if there's... In all honesty, they're just going to be taking pretty much the same thing over and over again. I like the idea of having carriers versus gunship guys. Hey, Executor, welcome back. Yes, it's an Ahsoka collection run. Although we only have, what? One. That's not her, though, is it? Or is it? Is that her? Yes, it is. So 1, 2, 3. I think we only have 3 of them. Or could that be 4? You can use AI cores for ships. If the ships are remnants, there's some the larger remnant ships like cruisers and battleships need an AI core to run them. So yes. And welcome back, boss. Padme's at 3, is she? That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Yes, it is. There might be more, too. Because not everybody's here on a ship. Oh, we need to sell this. Okay. So, lots of stuff. Well, We still have to look at the hyperlanes too that they added in. This is a friendly port. Pair of ships. Lead. We want to sell you. Okay. So, stuff. They finally got the cloning technology down. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. So, next question. So again, and they changed the governors, the way they work. Like the Alpha course, they used to have 3 skills for those people just coming in, down to 2 now. Oh, these guys have no skills. So disconnect the AI core governing Rocketville and remove it from control license. What? No, we're not doing that. Why did we get that message? Oh, because we're on Rocketville, that's why. Manage administrators, there we go. So you can't do anything with these guys. They have no skills. These guys have no skills. So we're going to cut this cost. Maybe we have to find new administrators. But, so the human administrators are worthless. And the AIs, they've got same thing as Gimpy has, which is all industries supply 1 more unit of all commodities they produce. And then this hypercognition, which is 10% accessibility, fleet size, 20%, 50% effectiveness on ground defenses, and 1 stability. Now, Gimpy doesn't have access to this skill. So he's not as good as a governor as the AIs are, which kind of sucks. Again, Gimpy doesn't. I don't know. Anyway, money, 191,000 a month. As far as colony stuff, I don't think they really changed anything here. It's hard to tell because of the mods and stuff, so I don't know what's actually been affected here. Alpha cores are still doing what they've done, which is reduce the cost, upkeep cost. It reduces demand by 1 unit, increases production by 1. The AIs are unchanged as far as that goes. They're still doing the same thing. Betas are doing reduction in cost and reduction in demand. The Nanoforge production is increased by 50% and increases heavy industry. Increases ship and weapon production quality by 50%. Increases heavy industry production by 3. On Habitable Worlds, cause that's unchanged. That's unchanged. Pirate activity, free port, pollution, blah. Should probably deal with the pollution, huh? Oh, we do. We have the environmental agency that is doing its job. Okay. Okay, well, let's fly around and see if we can find a hyperlane. Or actually, I should probably check the comm and see if we can find an administrator to see if they're any different. Down here, of course. Guess I should check to see how our alignments, our relationship is going. So, vengeful. We don't care about them. Republic is vengeful. Their own damn fault. Just want to point that out. Okay. I still have a pristine I need to plug in somewhere. It's just stuff we're carrying around to deposit and storage. We still have 7 AI alpha cores to play around with. Pick up the fuel. Okay. Let's go into space and see what we can do. Or sorry, hyperspace. What's going on up here? Colony threats. Invasion of Mickey's hideout by the Republic arrives in 96 days. "96 days." So, are we going to see hyperlanes here? Major events, gates are still up. So, no hyperlanes here. About here. Huh. Wonder how they're supposed to show up. It just shows all where the clouds and stuff are. Okay, so the Republic is launching an invasion fleet from down here. We have 96 days to deal with it. Let's see what we can do. Nearest gates. Grab our gate here and go down. Probably down here might be faster. Anything else added into the base game apart from skill change? Yeah, hyperlanes. Hyperlanes. I don't know where they are, but they're supposed to be hyperlanes. So we're going to go visit this gate first. Oops.
Please stop saying oops. You are making me look bad.
I'm going to take a gate down south part of the galaxy, and then see if we can find a hyperlane somewhere, maybe. I have no idea what a hyperlane looks like, so. We have the gates still to use. Calling threats. There. It's a lane that is hyper, yes. Yes. You would think that's the way it works, but we'll see. A Nexerlin B? Just out here, no reason. We're not going to recover it, though. We don't need one. Okay. So. Is it an ability to use? It's distress calm, transponder, go dark, disservice.
Aren't your legs getting stiff?
That's the mod.
You haven't moved in quite a while. Stretch, damn it, you ignorant meatbag.
Neutrino deflector, transverse jump. That's not it either. But survey. Follow me. That. So it's not in that. It's not an ability, whatever it is. I don't know where to. I have no idea where to look for the hyperlanes. You can jump though. The mod still works. Make it through in our time. Barely. Probably not the best way to go. Now we're gonna get a boost. Oh, we're not. Maybe. There it goes. So, I don't see anything that, any type of lane. Again, I don't really know what I'm looking for either. Okay. Let's see what F4 we're supposed to be going. Fairly capable and likely comprised of one fleet. Evenly matched at the defenses. Invasion fleets being planned on Camino. There's Camino. Okay, turn off our transponder to get their attention. They're running from our fleet. Chickens. Military options. Engage the station and their friends. We'll do that. Ah. Let's see. Missiles? Fighters. Missiles. Good enough. Okay, so there we go. We don't have any true carrier. Actually, we'll have you escort Cruels. Give us some fighter support. And everybody else is fine. So, I actually have to shoot stuff with my ion cannons that have ridiculous range. Oh, they changed the files. I can't zoom out like I was before. Oops. Okay, we're playing the old-fashioned way. Because I had been playing with the different files of the game. We used to be able to zoom out far enough so we could actually see the range on everything. Because these Star Wars weapons have such incredibly long ranges. You can't zoom out far enough. Yeah, we'll park right in front of this station. So much junk in the way. Okay, fine, I'll move a little bit closer. There's a station here. It's almost gone. All Alliance. Boss fight. Boss fight. No. Boss fight.
Tubby, did you hear that? There is a boss fight starting. I heard the squirrel is looking for you.
Veronica being picky today. So, this not being able to zoom out farther is weird. I've been playing that for so long. Now look at them all run. Chickens. Public chickens as always. Anything to recover? No. Stuff. Can we do a raid? We have 500 Marines on board. 57. No, don't want to do that. Let's do local bombardment. Need up 1400 fuel. Oof. Let's do it anyway. Okay, now we can see if we can do a raid. 83% effectiveness, so let's do this. Grab a blueprint. And a little bit of fuel. Wow, it's not a lot of fuel at all. Okay, so we lost 62 Marines. Extreme Bunny, welcome to the stream and thank you for the follow. Okay, so Legacy class Star Destroyer. That's a nice one to have. AA9, that's a heavy freighter that we have. And an Action 4 class freighter. I don't know what that one is. Tier 2 has the bulk transport and the modified action transport. But again, the Legacy, that's one of the ships we have in the fleet. These are the freighters we're using, and I don't know what this one is. Blueprints for the Death Star? No, not yet. We're still looking. Still looking. So, custom blueprints. Capital sign. I got the Venator. I guess it's that. So these are all the capital size ships we know. Got a Legion. I don't remember getting a Legion, but that's okay. Anyway, Legacy, we just picked this up. Which again, we can make now for ourselves if we want. Oh, we still have to make a Genesis. So we can make asteroids and the planets. I forgot to talk about what my playthrough is actually supposed to be like this one. I forgot about that. Talk about that in a second after I look at the stuff. So the freighter's not a capital? Dun, dun. Just civilians. All side. Oh, okay, there's the AA9. This is the super freighter, basically. This is the super freighter version of the Star Wars ships. The Action 4. Here we go. Oh, this is a little one. It's only a destroyer. Yeah, destroyer size freighter. Anyway. So, I forgot to mention this at the start. What kind of playthrough am I doing? This is a Star Wars only factions mainly. Basically, when we at the start of the game, we took out all of the vanilla factions like the Hegemony, Tritachyon, all those guys. They're not here. So we're just going with the Star Wars factions, which is CIS or Confederacy of Independent Systems, aka the droids. Of course, the Empire, New Republic, and Republic, or aka Old Republic. And we did include some vanilla factions just to make the game a little bit more interesting. Ludic Path because they don't like anybody. Independent because they kind of like everybody. And then the Pirates because they don't like anybody either. And they're constant pain in the butt, just like the Ludic Path. So keep those guys in just to make the game a little interesting. And I'm my own faction. And the idea here is we're supposed to be not trying to affiliate with any specific faction for the Star Wars stuff. If it happens, it happens. Like the Empire thinks we're friendly. CIS says we're cooperative with them.
Hello everyone.
New Republic
My
is
name
welcoming.
is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel.
But the Republic hates us.
If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also follow Gimpy over on Twitter at GimpyKnee. He tweets out there when he goes live and will more than likely follow you back. Thank you for watching.
Yep, thank you for watching. Happy Saturday. Yes, our main bit is, like I said, we're supposed to be doing a syndicate, or aka a criminal syndicate, or, you know, basically not the good guys, not the bad guys, somewhere in between. And we can do normal trading if we want, like merchant runs, sell the normal goods and stuff, but we try to focus on selling drugs and body parts, aka harvested organs. That's our main trading economy there for us. Not allowed to buy any ships on normal markets. So how do we acquire ships then? We can buy ships on the black market, which are usually not the best choices, and they're usually damaged. So we can buy ships on black markets. We can build our own ships, of course, as long as we have the blueprints to do it. And of course we can salvage ships. And we can also steal them with operatives But the problem with operatives stealing ships is it basically doubles the cost of buying a ship. So not exactly the most economical way to do things for ship acquisitions. So basically we've been doing it through salvage and building ships. We haven't really built that. I don't think we've really built any ships though yet. At least nothing of size. I don't think. As far as what we can do, not civilian stuff. So we can build atlases. Legacy, this is our... I'm sorry, we can do Praetors. I forgot I need to build one of these. And Procreator too. This one. 34, 10 small energy, 34 medium, 3 fighter bays on the Procreator. The Praetor, this is a bigger one. Is it? 16 small, 30 medium. Oh, maybe not. Oh, the successor of the Procreator. So how can it be a successor if it's worse? Oh, it's got more hull. But it doesn't have as many weapon hard points. 16 small, 30 medium. 10 small, 34. So it's got more small energy, but same amount of fighter bays. Better hull. Armor rating, same. Flux capacity, the same. Ordnance points 680 versus 710. I don't see how the Praetor is better. This one's better. Just want to point that out. This is better than the Praetor. Even though it's got not quite as many small energy. It's got better medium and it's got more ordnance points to play around with by quite a bit. Okay, 30. Not a lot, but enough. So waiting for you to steal a Super Star Destroyer. So when Darth Vader wakes up, his ship disappeared from the front yard. Then he can yell, no. The only problem is doing that is the cost of a Super Star Destroyer is something like 12 million credits or something. The Executor is very expensive. It's like the base price is like over 6 million. So if you steal it, it's 12. Okay, have we stopped this yet? Invasion fleet is currently being planned on Camino. The invasion should begin assembling in 5 days, so we can wait here for them. Because I don't think you can really do too much else. Outside of an invasion, but we don't have enough Marines to do that. We can get some more fuel, though. Only 240 fuel? That doesn't seem right. Or is that all they have here? Oh, that's all we can steal. We don't have enough. We need more Marines. Can you record the trying Darth Vader? Put it on the future version of TikTok and make a fortune. It doesn't seem to really be worth to do that. Invasion. No, we're not going to invade. Again, we don't have the Marines to do that. So anyway, we only have to wait 5 days, and then we'll kick the crap out of the fleet as it's coming out. Trading fleet, patrol fleets. So they're trying to run. We shall pursue them. Second command. That is Scout. Scout is second command. Well, not really technically second command. She's in command of chasing down people that are running. Got all but one. Don't want that stuff. These are the fuel. Mainly doing this for the fuel. Okay, so we've got should begin assembling shortly, so any day. Hey, Gwydion, welcome back. Picking up small fleets, they deserve it. The Republic are a bunch of a-holes. They keep starting wars with me, despite they never win. I don't understand. There we go. They start wars with me for no reason. He'll slow down here in a second. And now he's toast. Okay, so this is their little invasion fleet, which again, a war they chose to start, and their invasion fleet sucks. So we're just going to go in with these two. Okay, so this is Vuk rules in the Allegiance, and I'm in a tech lore. The Allegiance is a battlecruiser. What is it? Battlecruiser? All gunship, no, just lasers, no ships, no fighters, no missiles, and the tech lore is like the predecessor to the Allegiance. So same idea, just a little bit smaller. Oh, you'll see. Guess I should slow down a little bit. Lupo seems to be a little slower than me. Dun, dun, dun. Look, it's a victory. I'm getting a little heated up here, no big deal, right? Let's start venting though, just in case. Oh, too late. Lucas, you're going the wrong way. So I mismanaged my heat a little bit, but we're okay. A little bit of damage, just a little bit. Get them ion cannons. Get them Vukrulls. There we go. And that should be it. See, they ran. All of them ran. Only 2 ships. So this is all their civilian stuff. Part of their invasion fleet. All the freighter or frigates ran away, so... oh. No second in command, huh? We'll let Vuk sit out of this one. Okay, so we've got this is the Legacy. That's the blueprint we just picked up. These are Mon Calamari frigates, not frigates, cruisers. They're MC-75s, I think, and of course that's the Venator. Lots of fighters. Is it 4? Or no, I think we got 5 out of the Venator. 3 out of the Legacy. Come on, chickens. Where are you hiding? Dun, dun, dun. No, it's not designed for pursuits. Although this isn't technically a pursuit. They actually were fighting us. This wasn't a pursuit. It's just we're just giving you a little break. Dun, dun. Okay, I think that might be it. Unless there's somebody still floating around on the map. Oh, that's it. So, bathe and engage with these guys. They're held in reserve, so get to do it again. Yeah, bring you guys in. I have a feeling these are the capital ships. We're bringing the frigates a little bit faster moving. Yep, shooting the civilians. Just telling the fighters to go after those. Get them all engaged a little bit sooner. This is the Tartan. That's a Corellian gunship there. Keep you just flying right up the middle. Don't let them get away. Get them all. So this is a big tanker, as you can see. It's pretty big. Was pretty big. It's the stupid Republic. They start the wars, but they don't know how to finish them. What do you recommend for a beginner? I was about to pick it up, but it's really complex looking. How to start? Do the tutorial. You're not going to pick it up in like a couple hours. It's going to take a little while to learn all the ins and outs. Because even I have issues sometimes because I forget about the basics sometimes. Like a lot of this game is just resource management, just being able to keep up and running. Okay, we'll send Scout in after these guys again. The frigates, send the carriers to help. Tutorial good. The tutorial gives you a good understanding of the basics on how to like salvage and do combat and all this other fun stuff. I mean, it really doesn't. I mean, it's not super detailed, but I think it's good enough to get you started. And again, you learn more by playing the game. Tankers. We don't really need tankers, though. Armaments, more fuel. Wow, all those tankers were making a big long journey. They didn't have much for fuel. I don't think they're going to get too far there. For salvage. And kind of skimping on the fuel. Supply-wise, we're going through supplies. So that should have been the invasion fleet. That should be done. It is. Okay, so our job has been completed. But the game, like I said, it takes a while to learn all the little ins and outs. Generally, the advice I give is if you want to get the game, get it. But stick to vanilla. Don't worry about mods for a while. Learn the basics of the game. Get comfortable with playing the game, especially combat. Combats can be a little different because the size of your ship does matter and how you play the game. The smaller ships are much more, maneuverable and stuff, but they're more fragile. And then you have the larger ships, which are, the opposite of that. Not so maneuverable, but they're much more durable. Am I almost out of food? Mean supplies? No, we're still good for a while. We're going through the process of basically recovering from all this combat because we're eating up 57 supplies a day, which is just getting our ships ready for combat again. And once we're done, it should be going drop down like 12, under 20 per day. We've got 2,400 to go still. So I'm just waiting for there we go, 17 a day. So we're good. Yeah, that's your supplies. This is what keeps your fleet up and running. So there's another patrol fleet, and so again, these are your different resources, credits. Your crew needs to be paid every month, and that's where your income is. So now there's your crew payroll for your fleet. So that's what your crew gets. This is why my crew gets paid every month. And then we have Marines add to that. Then you have officers that add to that as well. So again, this is our fleet cost per month. So you basically, you want your net income to be higher than that. That's a big thing. The thing is, you don't usually start off with a colony. Keep that in mind. But there's other ways to get income on a monthly basis. Basically, you take a commission with one of the factions, and they will pay you every month based on what you're doing for them. Are you helping them fight their wars? Are you trading with them? That kind of stuff. That'll increase your commission cost, but basically it helps pay the bills. But usually your bills are paid by doing trade, bounties, fighting pirates, that kind of stuff. Getting salvage, and then selling the stuff that you pick up in salvage, which is a lot of this stuff. Like you can sell heavy armaments, heavy machinery, all the stuff that you salvage. You can sell this, metals. You can sell that in different places. Find the best place to sell the stuff. Like you just hit F1 and it tells you the best price to sell metal and the best place to buy it. So you can get the actual price. And the base price of metal is 30. So if you're not getting at least 30 for selling it, don't. Unless you really need the money. But I don't. I sell it no matter what. Because it takes up space. And you can only have so much space. But anyway, that's credits related stuff. Then you have supplies. Supplies take up space in your cargo bag. Keep that in mind. So the more supplies you carry around, the less salvage and stuff you can pick up. So at the beginning of the game, you don't have a lot of cargo space. You don't have a lot of fuel space. Fuel will handle here in a second. But so keep that. Supplies affect, your ships eat up so many supplies per day, as you can see, 17 per day. And that cost varies depending on whether your ships need to be repaired, if you just fought in a battle, because you have what they call combat readiness. And in order to get combat readiness up...
Hey, bag of water, stretch your legs. You have been sitting in one spot for far too long.
You need supplies. So that's why it was dropping at 50 plus per day. And that's how that works. So that's why it was dropping, because our fleet was getting ready for combat again. And so there's that. Then we have your crew. Every ship has a crew requirement, as in you have to have so many crew to run the ships. There's a skeleton level, and then there's a maximum level of people you can have in the fleet. So it's not like you can walk around with 1 million people in your fleet and you go, never worry about it again. You have to have room for those 1 million people first, and you have to pay them. Because again, crew is you have to employ them, and then you have to pay them every month. So the more crew you have, the more expenses you have. Marines, same deal. Marines only are useful for raiding planets, invading planets, that kind of stuff. And they cost money, of course, and they die when they do their stuff too. And that's the Marine number there. And these two numbers, this is how many we have. We have 2,857 people out of a necessary number of 1,530. So we need a minimum of 1,500 people to run the fleet. In this case, we are a little bit over. Why are we over? Because we have fighters, space fighters and bombers, and when they get shot down, people die. Unless you have automated fighters, which those do exist, but most of ours are, require actual real people piloting them. So that's why we're above our current skeletal crew requirements. This is cargo capacity. Again, takes up. This is what your supplies and basically everything you see on the screen is taking up space here. So you definitely want freighters. And then this is personnel capacity. That's basically this number here. The difference is this is how many people we have of a maximum that we could have, and it includes Marines. So we can carry around a maximum of 18,000, almost 19,000 people, but we only have 2,400. No big deal. But it's a combination number of crew and Marines. And then fuel. Fuel is only used when you're traveling to hyperspace. Like right now, we are not in hyperspace. We're in a regular system, so this does not use up fuel. But when you travel in hyperspace, you're eating up supplies and fuel. Fuel is used up based on basically how many ships are in the fleet and how big those ships are, because every ship has a certain fuel requirement, and it tells you right there. So our capacity for the fleet is 17,500 because we have a couple of tankers, and we're only carrying 4,500. That's our main concern right now, is the fuel, because we have to have enough to get back to where we want to be, where we can buy more fuel. We're not going to be buying any fuel here in this Republic system because they're not going to sell it to us unless we go in as with our sensor transponder off. But they're not going to, because we've been in here long enough. They're not going, even though our transponder is off, they're not going to let us trade anywhere on these planets or anything. No black market, no nothing here, because they know who we are basically. This is your speed. The speed is basically how fast your fleet moves, and this can change based on terrain in space. There's gas clouds that slow you down, asteroid fields, that kind of stuff will slow you down. If you get too close to a star around its corona area, that will slow you down. It also eat up your supplies too, so you don't want to get too close to stars. What else? This is your combat readiness. We're currently at, was it 85%? Or is it 95? We're currently at 85, which is the maximum we can be at. I don't know if you can hit 100. You might be able to. You see if you get hooked. You probably will. It's a very hooking game. And then we got sensor range. This is how far you can basically see stuff on the map. Then this is your fleet sensor profile for your fleet, how easily it is to see your fleet, how easily they see you. So you can actually change this level based on, you can go dark. You'll see this number should drop like that. So we're harder to see with their sensors. They got to get somewhat close. That's all these little lines that you see. That's their sensors. So like this guy, he doesn't have very good range, but we're within his range, so he can actually see where we are. Not a big deal. Transponder back on, and then you see a range. When we turn the transponder on, see how much it jumped up. Turn it back off, and it drops down to half. So that's another way to stay a little bit, not so seen. And then this number is hull and armor status. So this is repair status, basically. And this is how many flight repairs are going on, and that's basically all the important number on this screen. But yeah, lots of stuff to keep track of, and that's just this screen. This is just the current screen. Patrol fleet. Look, we need fuel. Ah. He's running from us. So I could do is the trading fleet. Trading fleets are fun to pick on because they usually have good stuff. Wow. Good selection of stuff. Really? Refuse. You can beat up on their station. And we will move into engage, because if we don't, it's going to cost us on combat readiness. So, do that. Wait, was that End? No, it's Fondor. There's no Endor in this yet. Okay, so station. So bring in these guys. This should be more than enough. Boss fight.
Tubby, did you hear that? There is a boss fight starting. I heard the squirrel is looking for you.
Okay, slowing down. Going to turn into the station. Take that guy out if we can. He's in with the range of our ion cannon, so make him regret getting close. Kill him. It's so bright. Oh, I'm trying to target a destroyed section. I wonder I wasn't getting a target. See, no problem. Pretty, yes, pretty lights everywhere. I really need to get some more Marines and stuff so we can invade these planets. And they're all going to run now. Oh, and then there's this screen where you can give orders to specific ships. You can tell them to go that way. You can identify targets for fighters by hitting S. You can have assign escorts to ships. Like you can tell I want heavy escort. So you have ships, big ships escort that thing. So all kinds of stuff. Only the one that is got away. I don't care. Areas retreat. Ship recovery. We can take the victory, repair it up, and then sell it. I got an alpha core. For some reason, I like putting alpha cores in their stations, which I don't mind because you can never have enough alpha cores. We need real marine force to test ground invasion some more. I know. It's the problem is just they're expensive. Marines are. Oh, keep you leveled up. Okay, when you level up, you can get a skill point you can spend, and you also get story points too. In this case, what do we want to get next? I pretty much picked up all the skills that I really wanted. Energy weapons deal 30% damage, plus 30% damage at close range. Close range being
Saturday
closer than
and
600.
Sunday, December 18th and 19th are the monthly giveaways for December. A $25 Steam gift card will be given away each day. You have to be a follower of the channel and present to win. Check with Gimpy if you have any questions about the giveaway. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Happy Saturday. Again, monthly giveaways next week already. Should be able to hook up more alpha cores to make a Super Saiyan core? Yeah, you would think so. Missiles? So this neuro stuff, that's new. Support doctrine, all ships without officers. Gain non-elite helmsmanship, damage control, and combat endurance. Deployment point cost reduced by 20%, 10 points, whichever is less. And affects the fleet. 100% faster command point recovery, unless command was transferred to a ship originally without an officer. Let's do the energy weapon mastering. And now everybody here is maxed out. Yeah, all these guys are maxed out. You have salvage in this area. Still want them though. Too late. Okay, so moving to engage. We need fighters. We need all the fighters and some faster ships. Make sure they don't get away. That should work. Because more than likely, most of them are going to be trying to run away. That's why we're bringing the frigates in. And fighters, too. Fighters have better range, of course. Oh, sorry, they have limited range, but they're very effective, especially the Star Wars fighters. And this is an assault frigate, which is not too bad on the speed things, but got a decent amount of weapons, too. Oh, that's Vukruza's twin sister. That's Vukuluza, I think is her name is. Ow, why are you glowing red? You shouldn't be glowing red. Okay. Tell the fighters to go attack these. These are getting destroyed over there. These are little bulk carriers. Kill them already. Now this thing's using its gravity well generators to shut down missiles, but not a lot of missiles coming in. Oh, there they are. And here comes Gimpy and the tech door. They're toast now. So you actually don't really even have to do this for combat. You can just sit back and let everybody do their own jobs, because even though, like, this is the ship I'm supposed to be flying, but once you let it go, and it'll do its own thing. So you don't actually have to pilot them. I'll pursue them. It's a scout's job. And 3 got away. Somehow this transport got away. Mobilizer? No. Or fleet tender? Yeah, we don't really play those. Ace stuff and give you ramming speed. Some rebel captain, probably. There's the fuel we wanted. So that basically, we got all the fuel we used to bomb stuff around here. Got it all back. Of course, as we're eating up supplies now. Although we're up to 3,100. It's not too bad. Some more salvage. Blast doors, we have those. Okay, cargo-wise, we're still doing good. So that station's out of operation. Could just bomb them for fun. Or bombardment 1500. Got lots of extra fuel now. So what bombing does is it screws up their industry a little bit. Well, actually, this is defensive stuff. You can do saturation bombardment, but other factions typically don't like that because, you know, saturation bombardment. Tactical, though. So this will take his heavy batteries out of operation for 365 days. So do that. And anybody here worth hiring? There's a freelance administrator. What can you do? So they do supposed to have skills. So they are supposed to have skills. It's just R3 did not. But we don't need her because we have so many alpha cores right now. Okay, so there's that one. Shipyard's out of action. So basically what we're doing here is we're screwing with their economy by bombing the planets and doing that kind of thing. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, where should we go? Any bounties in the area? Nope. Colony threats? None currently. Except for the pirate activity. Oh, that's right. The pirate activity up here we still need to deal with. Up in Char. Because this is our headquarters, basically, is up here. Need to deal with them. Yeah, go back over here, take the gate. We have 2 colonies here. We'll take the gate up and then go take care of Char. Speaking of colonies, though. So the green room still growing. Not much else we can do here. Oh, this is our this is the it's just a mining plant. We're going to turn this into like refinery and that kind of stuff for more metals. Colony list. Are they the same? It's all by itself. Okay, so we need to build a station. I don't know why we get 3 choices here, because they're all the same. Let's build that one. Not so Emerald Isle, this is our fuel refinery. Mining the abundant volatiles. Produce it for those. And then refine that stuff into... Oh no, this is a metal refinery. Did I screw up? Refining industry. This is supposed to be a fuel refinery. I didn't turn it into fuel production. I'm smart. We don't need that to be a refinery. We need that to be a fuel thing. Fuel production, not a refinery. There we go. So fuel production, that'll turn these gases that are being produced here into fuel. I don't know why I had a refinery there. Jeff's Snow Fortress. So this is a tundra planet, tundra world. Currently growing food. We can do something extra here too if we want.
It's
Common
that time
organics.
again. Drink some water to keep that brain moist.
Hey, the farmland was there. It's not the best farmland, but it's still food. People still like to eat. I don't know what other kind of industry I really need though. Now, unfortunately, Jeff is out in the middle of nowhere, up here. So not the best place for commerce. We have 2 more colonies over here though, but I don't know how that works. Commerce typically works better when you're closer to the big cluster of everybody else. So Jeff, we don't want to build here, Jeff. I guess we should hold off a little bit. Money. Okay, still need to find a hyperlane. We're headed back over here, and then we're going up to Charm. That's right. Look, it's another patrol fleet. It's another patrol fleet. So again, we're just screwing with them because they never leave us alone. They always bug us. In a little while, they're going to ask for peace. And we're going to go, okay, sure. And then about 6 months to a year after that, they're going to basically declare war on us again. Republic is stupid. They've been doing this the whole game, basically. They start fights and they can't finish them. No, they just slow down. It's going too slow. Don't go after him, Rucos. It's a trap. Ah, nicked him. Not enough, though. Okay, the big boys, or bigger boys. Look, it's an acclimator. And they're running. We're not going to be able to catch them. That one's just out of range, I think. Yeah, he's just out of the range of the ions. Are big ice these fun? They are. They really are. Although technically these are not ISDs. And pursuit. Psychic command, that's scout's job. One still gets away. Ship recovery, not worth it. Invasion for Veronica's secret. Coming from the Republic. See? They're stupid. And we don't have to go anywhere, because it's coming from right here. It's been planned on Fondor. Assembling in 23 days, so... How are we doing on supplies? We're doing okay. That's Camino. Fondor's over here. See, stupid Republic. They don't know when to give up. Just checking to see if we missed any salvage over here. Doesn't look like we have. See, their station's out of operation. Military operations. Bombardment. So, bombardment 420 fuel. So what's this going to actually do? Do I have any units, any undisrupted military targets that would be affected by tactical bombardment? So never mind then. Launch a raid. Blueprints. Supplies. Keep your preparations secret, then proceed. Suffer no penalty to your standing with the Republic with no help. No big deal. They know who it is. So we lost 45 Marines. Ooh. Okay, so Rathena class battle cruiser. I don't know what that one is. Rathana. I don't know what that one is. Procurator. Dreadnought and low altitude assault transports. Those are the things from the Clone Wars, little helicopter type deals, but that aren't helicopters. And still doesn't screw with their preparations. We had to just have to wait for them to launch. So I already knew this one. Oh, Procurator, we already know. But Athana. Dun, dun. Didn't say battle cruiser? Doesn't look like it's. There it is. Oh, this thing. Battlecruiser is a rare ship even during the Clone Wars. Each one was purpose-built for a mission against the Separatists, and all too often the ship wouldn't return. These ships were one of the many experimental vessels designed by Rathana after the success of the Acclimator class to build a larger, better ship. It is a capital ship, of course, 6 small missiles, 19 small energy, 34 medium energy, and 4 fighter bays. 700 ordnance points. It's not that bad. I've never actually had one of these. It's got a decent amount of firepower on it. It's got built-in blast doors, ground support package, high-resolution sensors, and operations center. It's got a special deflector shield. Not sure what that means. It's got a tractor beam projector. Pull one enemy ship within 1500 range towards you. How much to build? $700,000. That puts up in the higher range for capital ships. Hey, Wolfman, welcome to the stream. Didn't let me sell my legally acquired drugs. Well, not really the issue at the moment. At least the Republic's giving us some okay battle or blueprints, which is nice. How much time do we have? 19 days until they start assembling. How much longer until they try to declare they're trying for peace? That's the real question. How much longer until we have to deal with peace? We got a big triangle moving in from the north. Do we? Oh, there it is. Republic executors pursuing our fleet. They've got a big ship in there. We'll see what it is. It is a Tector. We have a chance to pick up a Tector if we get lucky. Again, don't screw around. bring up victories for the missiles, and it'll be fine. Kill them all and pick it up? Well, that's kind of the idea, isn't it? 2 tech doors and allegiance are better than 1. Guess slow down a little bit. So, the trick here, I don't know. We have a better chance of recovering the tech door if we disable it instead of destroy it. How do you disable a ship and not destroy it? I don't know. Luck. Even if a ship is destroyed, you still have a chance to recover it, though. It's all in the dice. Which, of course, don't like me. Magic? Magic is good. I can live with magic. Dark side? Too bad. There should be a module called the Dark Side. It allows you to salvage any ship you want. Uh-oh. Guess I should get over here. Don't. Kill the little ships because they're just getting in the way. Look, it's a tech door. Tech door has been destroyed, so probably not going to get that. Bummer. I'm trying to kill this thing, but it's not dying. Oh, we are doing damage to it. Those are the red numbers. Hey, Jaguar. Welcome back. Happy Saturday. It's so bright. Can't see anything. Okay, so we shall pursue them. Second command. That's Scout's job. And 5 still got away. Nope, no tech door. How do you like the changes? Most of the changes are just in the skill tree. I haven't noticed anything really other than that. We haven't found the hyperlane yet, but we haven't been looking either. I haven't found out any hyperlanes. I don't even know how to work. They're okay. I mean, they took a lot of the colony stuff out though, which kind of sucks. And actually, the really part that sucked was the administrators. We had 3 human administrators, and none of them had any skills. They didn't have any of the new skills. You know them when you see them. They look kind of like a river. Oh, we haven't seen anything like that yet. So. And then they nerfed, I'm guessing they nerfed the alpha cores, because there used to be 3 skills, but now they're down to 2. And industrial plan is pretty much the same. Hypercognition looks like it's one of the older skills. Might be a combination of 2. I don't know. So, but anyway, I had like 3 or 4 human governors, but none of them had the new updated skill, so I had to let them all go. And confirmed that by finding somebody to hire, a humanoid to hire as a governor, and she had the new skill. So, do they have a level up button? Not that I'm aware of. Welcome back, Brew. Make it easier to field redacted ships, which is nice. Oh, you mean the damaged ones? They have, what, derelict operations, this stuff. Deployment point cost for ships reduced by demod, so there's that. But, yeah. Oh, AI ships. Yeah, these guys. The automated ships. I haven't got those points yet. I mean, because I don't really care. With this particular run, I don't really. If I was doing a vanilla run, it might be a bigger deal. But the remnant fleets or ships aren't really worth it for me. Not to mention they eat up an AI core. Okay, we are still sitting here because we're waiting for the little invasion fleet to come out so we can beat them up. We've got 13 days to wait. Speed up time. Maybe if we're lucky they'll send another execution fleet after us. You guys are funny. Here's the retreat. Why did he suddenly feel the need to scan me? I have no reason to chase him. There, my transponder's on. Leave me alone. Bounty for the Republic. Base per frigate. That doesn't help me. Hurricane Beach has a heavy industry. So, Hurricane Beach. So now we have a second, or is it a third? No, this is our third heavy industry up and running. Why 3 heavy industry? Because it makes our fleets that much better. Now we just have to head up there and plug in another we have a third pristine nanoforge, and that's where we're going to plug it in. Mickey's over here. So Mickey's at the second heavy industry. That's working. And then our doctrines. I don't know how this freighter is getting put in there. More warships, more carriers. No phase ships. Can we take that out entirely? More ships, ship size, bigger ships. Oh, let's see if we can get some of those in there. And Procreator 2. Oh, we can't build that preliminary tank. I didn't know we could have those. How come it's not showing up here? It's funny that this Altor is showing up, but it's not in my list.
Hello Gimpy, it is time to take a break. Go check on the dogs. Your next break is in 2 hours.
Prometheus is, there we go. Okay, so that takes out the tanker a little bit. Officer quality, ship quality, ship quality. Do we really care about the captains that much? There's a Tarsus in there. We don't want. Hmm. That. That's not. It's not very heavy. Just want to point that out. That's not very heavy. Huh. I wonder what's determining this. Maybe stick with Victory and Alcor. Yeah, this will be fine. Anyway, this is typical. This doesn't mean they're all going to look like that. Just typical. Okay. So I'm going to stop here, take a quick break, get some water, that kind of thing, stretch my legs. If you've been watching the stream any length of time, I suggest you do the same thing. I will be back shortly. Enjoy the dog video. Thanks for watching.